All right, so with these examples, the first one says the table shows the value of y depending on the value of x. Then it asks us which equation represents the relationship between x and y. The first thing we should do is identify our independent and dependent variables. So x is going to be the independent variable, and y is going to be the dependent variable. The next thing we need to do is find the rule. What is happening in each row between x and y? So what happened between 11 and 55? I know that I can multiply 11 times 5 to get to 55, but if I go down to 9 and 53, I know that 9 times 5 will not work to give me 53. So I'd have to find the additive relationship. So when I'm looking at this, I can tell that the rule will be plus 44 for each one of these. That is the only thing that fits every single row. So we're going to take our rule and we're going to apply that and write it in the equation. So the only one that has plus 44 in the proper equation would be A. Y equals x plus 44. Let's look at this second example. The table shows the base length and area of several parallelograms. All of these parallelograms have vertical heights of 8 inches. So we have base and area represented. Which equation best represents the relationship between the base, B, and area, A, of these parallelograms? Although they've changed the letters and the names, it's still our x and y. Base represents our independent variable, and the area represents our dependent variable. So now our job is to find the rule, find the relationship between the base and the area. So 9 to 72, I know that the easiest way to get there would be to multiply by 8. 11 to 88, multiply by 8 again. So our rule would be to multiply by 8. Knowing that that is our rule, we need to find which equation represents multiplication by 8. So we would find the only one that has that as D. Area equals 8 times B. Let's go ahead and look at this graph one. These tend to take a little more time and are a little more time consuming, so I want you to slow down and really take a look at this. It says a bakery is selling gift baskets with 15 baked goods for each one. So, which graph correctly represents the relationship between the number of baked goods and the number of baskets? The first thing is to look at the signs. Make sure that all of the signs are correct and in the same spot. Number of baskets, number of baskets, number of baskets, number of baskets. Perfect. Everything else should work out just fine. So let's look at each one individually. Make sure that it fits the scenario that they gave you. 15 baked goods each one. Each means multiply. So 1 times 15 would be 15. 2 times 15 should be 30, but that dot does not make that. So A is not our answer. Looking at B, 1 times 15 is 15. 2 times 15 is 30. And then 3 times 15 should be 45. That point was not there, so that means that B is incorrect. Looking at C, 1 times 15 would be 15. 2 times 15 should be 30, and there was no point there. And then the next one should be 45, and the point ended up down here. So C is also not correct. So let's verify that D is the correct answer. 1 times 15 is 15. 2 times 15 is 30. 3 times 15 is 45. 4 times 15 is 60, and 5 times 15 is 75. All of these work, which means that D is our correct answer. So we're going to go ahead and circle D as our correct answer. Do not let this scare you. You can do this, and you are capable of all of it. We are used to ratio tables, and we are familiar with them. Instead of making the rules, we're now finding the rules. So find the rule and find the equation that matches what it's telling you to do.